Hey guys, in this video we are going to see the different Oracle files that we often ignore or we may not be aware of, but still those files are very important during the troubleshooting. So hope this session will be helpful for you in your DBA career. In case of any troubleshooting, it may save your time. Okay, so if you would have heard whatever I say in this video during the time of the issue, if you recall, then obviously you will be able to save a lot of time, because if you see, even during installation of Oracle database, right, so even a simple error would take almost 1 or 2 days to troubleshoot and fix. Okay, unless until if someone else who already is aware of this issue, right, or you may have to raise an Oracle support case sometimes if you have any downtime, right. So during the activity, during the prod activity, if you face any of the issue, even if it may be a simple issue, that may cause a lot of pressure. Okay, so let us see all these files so that it may be helpful in your during your activity. Okay, so we already know the common files, right, like data file, read log file, archive log file, control file. I'm specifically talking about the Oracle database. We have trace files, alert log file, P file, SP file, network files like TNS names.ora, listener.ora. So these are the most common files that you would be aware of in your DBA career, right? So you often work with these files, right? So you add data file, you see the number of log switches, and you may add additional members to the online read log file, and you may monitor the archive log generation, and you may take a backup and remove the older archives. Also you can include backup files like backup pieces, right? And control file, you often unless until if the control file is not having any issue, you will not be touching it, but still for every restore operation, when you are doing any cloning or when you are doing any restore from crashed database, right, so during those time you may be utilizing the control file. And also trace file, these are very common, right? So whenever there is an issue, you may refer the trace file, and parallelly there will be incident files as well. So incident files, what it has, it just package the internal errors like kernel errors. Okay, and then you may upload this packaged files to the Oracle support, like Ora 600, Ora 700 errors. And alert log is very common. It records all the alerts of the database. P file is the parameter file, and SP file is the server parameter file. And you may be using this for initializing the database with all the parameters and the settings. And network files, so these are used for the connectivity from remote connection or using Oracle Connect, right? So normally we use the connection string with the service name, right, to connect to the Oracle database. We may use easy connect or TNS names, using the TNS entry we connect. There are a lot of ways, right? So there are different files which we may even not be aware of. Okay, few of the files you may be aware, but still there are still a lot of other files as well, which I would have missed. Okay, maybe in future I will record the video for that as well. So Ora tab. So Ora tab, you would have heard. Okay, so this is not that critical, but it is one of the file which is very important, right, for setting the Oracle environment. So it is under /etc. So we have the data Oracle SID followed by the Oracle home and followed by whether to start the database during the restart or not. So we have N or Y. So when the server is rebooted, if we set this as Y, then there is another utility which is DB start utility, which you would be aware or you may not be aware. So when I reboot the server, right, so all the databases will be automatically started. Okay, so if I set this as no, then when I reboot the server, the databases will not be started automatically. I need to manually set the environment variable and then start it. Okay, so yeah, this Aura tab is very important for setting up the environment variables. So without Aura tab, you may not be able to choose the specific database that you want to log in, right? Though you can manually set it like this: export Oracle SID is equal to so and so Oracle SID, right? But we have an Aura env file. Okay, so that is also part of the most important files. Okay, so dot space Aura env. So if you just execute the script, automatically it will request for the Oracle SID. So you provide the Oracle SID, then it will set the Oracle base automatically, and also it will set the Oracle home, right? So you can see the Aura env script in the Oracle home bin Aura env. Okay, so if you set the correct path, automatically you will be this particular script, when you execute the Aura env, this particular script will be executed. Okay, so this is just a shell script which contains the code to make sure that you are setting the environment variable correctly. And Aura env is a C variant. Okay, C means the C code, right? So this is written in C code. So this is not a bash version. Okay, but yeah, generally we use Aura env. So the location is in this Oracle home bin Aura env, and we also have another location which should be a symbolic link. So okay, so when you execute the root.sh script, right, so automatically the Aura env file will be Aura env and Aura env will be executed in the placed in the user local bin directory. Okay, and if you see, it is having root permissions, and if you see this one, the one which is under the Oracle home bin, it is having some other permission, Oracle O install permission. Okay, so yeah, let us come to next one, Aura base tab. Okay, so this most of the DBAs would not have heard. Okay, but this is very important file, and it will save a lot of time when you are doing any troubleshooting. Okay, so what are the errors that we may encounter, right? So yeah, when we are when Aura tab is not there, then we encounter these kind of errors. So we may not be able to set the environment variable, and we may when the server reboot, the db start and db shut script will not be functioning properly. So let me show you that as well. db start. Okay, it is also under bin directory. So what this db start does is, it has all the code, a shell script to start the databases, whatever database. If there are 10 databases in this server, then this script will automatically identify all the databases which are running on the server. Okay, and it also checks the listener and TNS names file, and it just starts the database. Okay, so if you want to if you don't want to manually start, you can also execute this script, db start script. Okay, so yeah, it asks for the Oracle home, and it also asks for the Oracle net listener. So Oracle home you can provide, this is the Oracle home, right? So if you specify the correct Oracle home, this will start the database. But currently my database is already up and running, so I don't this script will not start again. So again another script is the db shut. Okay, so if you execute the db shut, then it will bring down all the databases. Okay, and that too specifically when the server is rebooted. Okay, and then we have Aura base tab. As I already mentioned, Aura base tab is specifically, it is a file, okay, which maps the Oracle home with the Oracle base. Okay, so what kind of errors you may encounter, right? So when you don't know about this file, whenever you are installing using DBCA or whenever you are patching using OPatch, right? So during that time you would spend a lot of time. It may take 1 day to troubleshoot a specific error. Okay, so that's the reason you should be knowing about this Aura base tab file, because in whatever recent Oracle database versions, right? So all the recent database versions have DBCA with a different Oracle home. Okay, so whenever you are configuring a new server, right, so in that new server you may need to install a new database, for example. So if you are installing a new database, what happens is you may need to use the DBCA to install the new database, right? So let me just so when you are using DBCA, what happens is by default this I just went inside the DBCA script. Okay, so by default whenever you download the Oracle software, database software, right, by default this Oracle home will be something different. Okay, so from I personally felt, or I personally encountered a lot of issues whenever I installed in 19C and latest versions 26AI, 23AI. Okay, so here if the Oracle home is not correct, right, you may not be able to install the database correctly. So let me just do one thing. Okay, let me just show you a test case. So I'm just taking a backup of the DBCA. Okay, I'm just modifying the existing DBCA Oracle home. So imagine that the Oracle home is something like this. Okay, so I'm just going to execute the DBCA, but I don't have this directory itself in my server, and you can imagine, so there are already 5 or 4 databases which are running on this particular server with the same Oracle home. So now I need to install a new Oracle database. Okay, so what I can do is I can just invoke DBCA, right? So the moment when I invoke DBCA, if you see, I'm getting this error, line 135, the Oracle home platform common, no such file or directory. So the moment when you execute the DBCA, it will first check for this platform common script. Okay, and it will search in the wrong Oracle home, since I modified it manually, but in real time, right? So when the software itself is downloaded and installed on your server, definitely you would not give the same Oracle home which is there on the script, because when databases are already running, you cannot again install another Oracle home. right? So that may take a lot of space, again extra space. So if you want to install Oracle database in a 19C Oracle home where already databases are running, if you see, the Oracle home is having db home _1, but here that particular home is not identified by the DBCA, right? So this is one error during the installation you will get. So what you have to do, first you need to manually modify it in the DBCA. Okay, so just check the current Oracle home and then remove the wrong Oracle home and then provide the right Oracle home and then just save it, right? So the moment when I execute the DBCA again, it will also check for the Oracle base location. So this is where the Oracle Ora base tab come into picture. So yeah, Ora base tab. So it is under the install directory. Okay, so now I am just going to Ora base tab. Even in this Ora base tab, the Oracle home that you specify will not be correct. It may be something else. It is not correct or wrong, but by default there will be an Oracle home or base location which will be provided by the Oracle company itself, okay, when you download the software. So but in your server, if the Oracle home location is something different, so now again I'm executing the DBCA. Okay, now I fixed the Oracle home in the DBCA script. Now I am executing DBCA, but I modified the Oracle home in Ora base tab. Now I get logging error. Logging directory could not be created. Okay. Okay, so now if you see unknown irrecoverable error, the moment when I execute DBCA, I am getting logging directory could not be created. So this is a known issue, right? So in every latest version of Oracle database, you may encounter this error. So that's the reason I'm putting this video, to save your time. Okay, so this error message will not be having any, you can say it does not have any further information, right? It is just simply saying logging directory could not be created. So what you will go and check? Even in cause and action, we don't have any information. Okay, so if you go and check in the internet, what it will say, it will just say the directories are not having the proper permissions, like that it will say. Okay, but which directory you will go and check, right? So we don't even have any information about the error. So again, we have another location, Ora base config tools tool logs, and also we have another location in for installation. This is not the location, so anyway, let me go and check. Yeah, config tool logs. Go to DBCA, and here you'll be having the trace files and everything. Okay, so but yeah, if sometimes you may not be having the error in this directory as well. Okay, but yeah, you may need to check the permission. So if you see in the internet, they will say you just give permissions to write in this directory. So this is the logging directory for DBCA. Okay, but yeah, we already have Oracle and install permission. Then what further we can do? We cannot do anything else, right? So another way is to trace the DBCA to get more error information. Okay, so this session is not only about knowing the files, it is also about the ways to troubleshoot and fix the issue. So if you go to the DBCA file, right? So currently, let me go out. So I'm just going to Oracle Home bin DBCA. Okay, the script. Always make sure that you take a backup when you are modifying this file, because this is non-editable file which is provided by the Oracle software itself. So it may corrupt the software when you are installing, if you are modifying something, if you are taking doing any mistakes when you are modifying. So what you have to do is, we just copy, just paste this detracing inside the DBCA. Okay, so detracing enabled, true, detracing level 2. So before class path, you need to copy and paste this line of code, and then just save it. So I already taken a backup of DBCA. So now again I'm executing DBCA. Okay, so now if you see, even though I got the same error again, but if you see, there are some additional information that I get. Okay, so it says, it gives us some trace information, like the scratch location. So as I already mentioned, it goes and try to create some log files inside config tools log files under DBCA. So we already verified the permissions, and also it is just removing something related to Oracle base, and then again it says Oracle base from Ora base, and it gives some additional information, but again it is giving the same information, like logging directory could not be created. So if you see this trace, the moment after the Oracle base is set, right, it is throwing the error. So now you can easily understand how this error is happening, right? The moment, if you see, this is a function, install utils.get Oracle base. Once it gets the Oracle base, immediately it is dumping all the stack traces, right? So the moment after the Oracle base, that's the point, and that's the cause. So we have another utility called Ora base. Okay, so that also you should be knowing. So it is also part of this document. Yeah, Ora base. So this Ora base is also kind of a script which will give the current Ora base. Okay, so this is under the same bin folder under Oracle Home. Okay, and we also have Ora base home. Okay, so Ora base home will provide the Oracle home. Ora base will provide the Oracle base. And we also have another utility, Ora base config. So this also provides the Oracle home. Okay, so Ora base tab is the file which will be read by DBCA whenever you are installing anything. So that's the reason you should be aware of this Ora base tab. So yeah, db home _1. So definitely, if you are installing on any of the latest versions, definitely you will be encountering this error. Okay, so now I have modified the correct Oracle home. Okay, so also we learned how to trace the DBCA and also get some additional information like the functions and where exactly the error is happening, and also to verify we can use Ora base command. But when we use the Ora base home, it is just printing the current Oracle home that is set, right? But still DBCA is referring to Ora base tab. Okay, so yeah, another way is to use strace. So this is also one of the important utility, strace -o provide the trace file dbca.trc and execute DBCA. have dbca.trc file. So this is a quite complicated way of troubleshooting. This prints all the system calls and internal libraries and where exactly how Oracle is internally interacting with the Linux kernel. Okay, whatever system calls, everything will be printed here. Okay, but yeah, still Oracle has encrypted or we can say mapped all the interactions with the kernel. It does not provide everything in strace. Okay, even though you use the strace, still those Aura base tab, the error that we are getting is when Oracle DBCA is reading the Aura base tab, right? So if you see it is providing a lot of informations, but still I don't find anything related to Aura base tab. Maybe a minor clue or hint will be there inside the strace, but you need to patiently go and check each and every line, so that it will take a lot of time. Okay, but I'm just giving you another way to check this issue. Okay, so next one is aura inst.log. So this file is the inventory file, so it provides the location to the inventory. So this file you should be aware. So whenever you are installing the Oracle software, database software on any server, you provide the inventory location and the install group. So during the installation of the Oracle software, this file will be read by Oracle DBCA or an installer. And next one is inventory.xml. So inventory.xml is one of the patch files. So patch utility will refer. So it contains all the components, the patch related informations, all the Oracle homes installed, right? Okay, so we already seen in another video, so I will put that video in the description, so it will be helpful for you. So it has all the Oracle softwares and whatever products that are installed on the server. And components.xml. So components.xml is also similar. It contains all the components which are installed as part of the database. So I will put that another video, so where I would have explained all about the inventory and the components. Okay, so another file is auraparam.ini. so this is also one of the file which is important whenever you are installing the software. Oracle will refer this auraparam.ini. Okay, so when you are using DBCA, right, so it has the each and every operating system prerequisites, and it provides the warning. Okay, so when you are installing the database, at the end during the finalization of the Oracle database installation, it provides every time it provides a warning for swap space. If the swap space is very less, it will just provide a warning, right? So yeah, anyway, let me just show you that. So first let me make sure that Aura base tab is properly set. So I need to modify the correct Oracle home. So now if you see, I didn't get the error. Logging directory could not be created error is vanished. So I'm just trying to show you. So this is the front end GUI, graphical interface. and in backend you will be that file auraparam.ini ini will be referred. Okay, so for all these memory configurations, right, sizing of processors, character sets, everything will be referred from this auraparam.ini. Okay, and if you go, you'll be having that swap space warning. So I'm not going to create the database, but just wanted to show you. Yeah, so if you see all these installation parameters, right, so everything will be automatically set. Also this auraparam.ini is there, right? That is the one which yeah, I think currently swap space warning is not given. Okay, but still yeah, these warning, whatever DBT, these every warning is taken. So these are read from the internal file. So if you see all the errors related to parameters, auraparam.ini will be referred. Okay, so when you are using DBCA, right, specifically when you are getting any errors related to the parameter verification or anything else, so you may need to go and check this auraparam.ini. Okay, so next one is config.c. so this is a C file. So this is specifically used or referred by the Oracle database for specifically related to the binaries. Okay, so when you're cloning the database or when you're creating a new database, right, so obviously all the binaries are very important. So even when you're relinking the Oracle home, right, so this is a C program. So this C program will be referred from this config.c. Okay, so you may not be able to modify or edit anything on this config.c, but still when you are facing any errors during the relink, you may have to go and check this file. Yeah, if you have a backup of this file, then obviously you can take that backup and try replacing the file. If this file is corrupted, then obviously you may not be able to relink the file. The next one is also similar to the config.c, but this is the actual RDBMS make file. Okay, so when you are relinking any Oracle home on a current server, you may have to use this env rdbms.mk file. This is related to relinking. Okay, I will show you how to relink the Oracle home in a different session. So next one is Aura PWD. So yeah, Aura PW is password file generator. So this you should be aware. Okay, it is there in the DBS location. So it creates a password file with all the password information for all the administrator access, specifically for DBCA. SysDBA. Okay, so and I also wanted to show you $pw file underscore user. So this is the view which refers that password file, and just check what all the administrator users are there in the password file. Okay, so it shows the password profile and everything, last login, so everything will be recorded on the password file, and this view will take the information from that view, from that Oracle password file. Okay, next one is config tools logs. We already seen whenever you are using DBCA, net configuration assistance, OUI, OPatch, everything, Oracle will log all the installation inside this folder. So if you want to check any errors or issues, you may need to go and check on this log file. Next one is run installer. So run installer is the most common file, right? So whenever you are installing the Oracle database software, this will be by default packaged, and when you download the Oracle software, it will come. This file will be part of the package. So even when you are facing any issues, you may need to go and modify this run installer as well. Okay. And next is the relink. So relink is also linked to this env or dbms. So when you are relinking, right, so you need to use this command relink, and so that you relink all the binaries with the latest update. Next one is the Ora base. Ora base I already mentioned, it is a command or it is a binary. So you can execute Ora base to check the current Oracle base, and Ora base home is also the script. So you don't need to manually go and check the Oracle home and Oracle base on the command line. So if you execute the script, you will get the base location and Oracle home location. Next one is DB home. So DB home is also one of the script. Okay, so this is just an alternative version of Ora base home. Okay, so DB home, what it does is it reads the Ora tab directly, and Ora base home will be a read-only script, so it reads the Oracle home information from the current Oracle home. And next one, Ora env. So we already seen Ora env, right? And there is also another utility that you should be aware. So OERR, right? So OERR is another utility which provides the cause and action for every Ora errors. So Oracle by default kept all the known issues related to Oracle in a message file, right? So when you are executing this OERR, it will go and check MSB file. So that MSB or message file will be having all the information related to the Ora errors, list of Ora errors. Okay, so if I just execute this, I can find it out. So what I'm trying to find is it contains a file. Okay, so that file contains all the information related to the errors. Okay, just wanted to show you that. So in case if you don't want to use this utility, you can directly go and check that MSB file. Okay, what I can do is Again, I want to mention another file as well. Yeah, so if you see, when I check the error message files, if you see everything, there are a lot of MSG files which are having this error. Okay, there is one specific file which this OERR utility will refer. I think insus. Yeah, so if you see insus file, this contains information related to all the installation errors. Okay, INS errors. So if you need more information about any errors, you can go and check this MSG file. Similarly, if you go and check LDAP, so this contains information, error information related to all LDAP errors.